I'm happy to share with you, in my mind, what I think works best when I talk to clients about vitality. And it's this whole win-win-win principle, right? So for me, it's focusing on, and you say the shared value model, it's focusing on how everyone in the chain wins. Because when you've got that scenario where everyone in the chain wins, it can only be positive, right? So I explain how the insurance provider, Vitality, wants to avoid paying out on claims. Whichever way you want to cut the cake, no provider specifically wants to pay out on claims. You want to avoid paying out on claims. And the best way to do that, to have a profitable business model, is that you have fit, healthy, happy clients who are less likely to claim. And to do this, the provider, in this case Vitality, is offering the client rewards and incentives to help them make healthy lifestyle choices so that they are healthier. Now, this in turn provides the client with some form of return on their investment in terms of, as you said, added value. And ultimately, it then helps them become fitter and healthier, which is in their benefit as well. But then this has the added impact of reducing the likelihood of claim for the provider, which then means the provider can lower the premiums and again benefits the client in turn. So it's almost like pitching it or positioning it in the form of a virtuous circle that's been built upon shared value.
You need to really gauge as to, and it's that whole thing of active listening. How is this person responding to you? Do you have quite a nice rapport going?
Do you know what? I always say I'm totally honest with my clients. No one really in their right mind is going to take a life insurance policy to make a claim on it. Realistically, and I again will be honest with my clients and say, look, I've got every policy under the sun. Obviously, I work doing what I do, but I really do hope that it's all a big waste of money. So the fact that someone like Vitality will influence you to remain fit and healthy, obviously, an insurer shouldn't want to pay out a claim. Obviously, it's there if it's needed, but if we can help everyone remain fit and healthy or enhance their lifestyles, then that's better for everyone.
So I really like talking about the shared value model with clients. I really think it's up to all of us to kind of help the NHS. It needs to evolve, and we kind of need to not go there for the little things. And if you're looking after yourself and you understand your wellness, we are going to be taking pressure off the NHS just by being more fit and healthy. I also love the fact that I've got no problem saying the insurer would rather not pay out these huge sums of money because you've got ill. And obviously the insurer will benefit by not having to do that. And of course, the client wins with the shared value model, not just the discounted premiums, and not even offsetting some of the premium because you might align yourself with a couple of rewards. You're just benefiting from being paid in effect to track your health and well-being.
One of the things I do when I'm training people, I start training my team, is the fact that we're discussing the fact that these insurances that we're talking about are things that people, in a sense, need, but they don't have to have them. So we're already sort of like in a battle in a lot of the way when we talk about these insurances. It's straight away, it's like, right, okay, I'm going to be trying to recommend something to somebody that they're never going to be able to see or touch or feel. They're hopefully never, ever going to be able to sort of like need to make that claim. But it is always, as with anything like this, it's hitting home why it's going to be important.
So I tend to focus on those things that matter most to the client, not necessarily what I'm trying to pitch or convey to them, but what actually really matters to them. So whether that's discussing their lifestyle activities, what they like to do in their spare time, and then linking it back to the plan or the proposition in some way where they can see some tangible value. Another great way is actually to play to people's prejudices. So I don't think I need to say this, but nobody really genuinely gets up, I don't believe anyway, wanting to go and spend significant sums of money on protection insurances every day. So we need to consider how we deliver that value and how we land that message with the client. And I also still believe that people, generally speaking, and it's unfair to say, but and it's maybe inaccurate to say this, but people probably have a skeptical view of insurances through different experiences. People have a skeptical view of insurances and providers. So it's really about explaining the concept of shared value in a way that they think that it's adding value to them as individual. And I often think that because clients have that prejudice, the way you can position Vitality sometimes by showing the shared value model in a way that connects to the client is almost helping the client see that in a weird sort of way, they're almost getting one over on the insurance company, as in there is some legitimate, tangible value for them and not so much the provider. Although the fact is it does benefit the provider because a healthier, happier client's less likely to claim and he's going to probably keep the policy longer. But it's more about what they can get out of the plan that no other provider is offering them, where they can actually get some tangible benefit for them and their family that adds value to the plan and justifies the premiums.